If I had not found the gospel when I did, if I had not found Christ when I did, I can truly say I don't know if I'd be here right now. It all started in high school for me about 4.5 years ago, and I had a bunch of friends who were members, and over time they invited me to partake of the goodness of the gospel. And it was a slow process at first. I was invited to do a speeder to the Book of Mormon, and immediately I knew that there was something different. Before my junior year, when I really started getting into the gospel, I'd kind of undergone my own faith crisis. The previous 2 years I hadn't gone to church. I had stopped going to church with my parents because something wasn't resonating with me. I knew that there was something missing, but I didn't know what. And so I was so open to when my friends invited me to do a speeder to the Book of Mormon, when they invited me to meet with the missionaries, it was easy to say yes. And so every invitation they extended to me, I was sure, why not? And it became very easy, and looking back at it now, I can see how the Lord had prepared me. He had been preparing me for that moment for my whole life, to receive the fullness of the gospel. And it was life-changing. I look back at it and I see how I lived my life in college. If I had not found the gospel when I did, if I had not found Christ when I did, I can truly say I don't know if I'd be here right now. I've gone through a lot of things with basketball that have pushed me to my breaking point. I have gone through a lot with school, friends, with people. My own family wasn't extremely supportive of me joining the church, so it was hard. But what the gospel gave me and gives me today is my why, and that's my testimony. Why I wake up in the morning to study, why I wake up in the morning to serve others, why I wake up in the morning to do anything is the testimony that I received of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And I think that's one of the most valuable things anyone can gain, is to know what their why is. Because I'm a firm believer, if you don't know what your why is, I don't know if you're going to have a lot of purpose in what you're doing, a lot of purpose in what you're pursuing, whether it's in work, whether it's in school, whether it's in activities outside of church, or any of those things. Like, there's just not going to be a whole lot of purpose, and the gospel gave me that. Finding Christ gave me that purpose. It filled in the gaps that I had been missing in those 2 years. The questions that I had were answered, and as much as I can say, yeah, I found Christ, I'm finding that I'm still on that journey to not necessarily to find Him, but to build my relationship with Him every single day. And again, that comes from my why I choose to do anything, why I choose the gospel even when it's hard. Why I choose the gospel when it's easy, why I choose Christ, why I choose to follow Him, is because I know without a doubt that the truthfulness of the gospel, the truthfulness of Christ's ministry, I can't deny it. And I let that be my why. And it just makes things so easy because I don't have to worry about the tiny stressors of life, because I know that there's a greater purpose in them. It doesn't alleviate life in the fact that it takes away the hard things, but it alleviates life in the fact that it makes it possible to get through those hard things. One of the ways that I have found that He speaks through me the most is through music. And so I spend a lot of time listening to music that is uplifting, so I can feel His love. I can feel the inspiration that He has to offer, and that fuels my why.